Woo! Alright, how's it going, everyone? It's freaking Monday. Because we delayed the live stream until today. Hopefully everybody's well, and I think I might actually move the live streams to this day. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit later. I was just running. Hopefully everybody's well. Monday, you know, I don't know. We're going to see who shows up for this thing since we're doing it on a weird day. And maybe people have different schedules. Yep. How is everyone, though? Ben, I see you there. Oh, Lord. Or our Lord. I probably prefer to oh, Lord. Our Lord and Savior. Jesus Christ. I presume. Daniel Play says, what's up, Brad? Hello, Daniel. Would you recommend CS3 or a Field 1 Force? You know, I don't know. I think it's really kind of preference, but probably a CS3. I think just, you know, their reputation. It's not like Field 1 has a bad reputation, but certainly I think that it's a little bit easier to get the Planet Eclipse gun serviced. They're a little bit easier to work on, and I don't know, maybe just all around, they're a little bit better. But I really like the Force. You know, I really like the feel and the quality of the Force. The Force has a very old schoolish kind of feel to it, you know, how it's kind of all metal and kind of has old school grips. It's not like all modern and sleek like we're seeing on like the CS3 or the Lux Idol with its cool new grips and stuff. So hopefully everyone's you know, doing good Sunday. No, it's not Sunday, it's Monday. I was all off all day today. I couldn't remember, I was like, okay, 5:30, I'm like, oh shit, no, I gotta do a live stream today. I kept forgetting, so hopefully everyone's well. Hello from England, Paul. It's nice of you to join us this. I was gonna say Tuesday morning. I have no idea what time it is there. Is it Tuesday morning yet? Almost. I'm not doing math. Don't make me do math. Busy says, I have an Axe 2.0, but I'm thinking of getting a new paintball gun. What's better, the Shocker Amp or the Ether 3? You know, I think it's really going to come down to who you ask. I mean, honestly, I think the Ether 3 is like the best paintball gun ever made. I love the thing. I think you can't beat it. Price-wise, ergonomics is just fantastic. But then, you know, that's my opinion. If you ask someone else, they very well may tell you they prefer the Shocker Amp, so it's kind of just preference. I think they're both kind of good, so. But then, yeah, that's true. Ben says it's kind of like a lateral move from the Axe to, like, I don't know, the Ether 3. Yeah, you could say that going from the Axe to the Ether 3 is kind of like not necessarily an upgrade. But the Amp, you know, having that screen and it's being all aluminum, it's a little bit nicer maybe. Maybe it's a little bit of an upgrade. I don't know. I love the Ether 3. So, yeah. Live stream some roofing. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I totally forgot. They were, like, sawing out part of the roof. So there was a guy with a jigsaw on the roof, like cutting sections of the roof out. And it was just so loud on Thursday. It was like, just like constantly craziness. Paul, it's 12 a.m. I kind of thought we were right on the cusp there. But me having to do math and talk and do this live stream all at the same time is not what we want to do. Yeah, so I don't know. I thought that Thursday I had to cancel that thing, so that's why we're doing today. And I think that I might move live streams permanently to Monday. It just works out better for me. I think that having it right in the middle of the week, I don't really like. I kind of want to be able to have 4 days in a row where I can work and not have to like work 3 days and then kind of not do work Thursday and then work Friday. So I really would like to have just 4 days in a row and I can work. So I think I might be moving it to Monday. We're going to do it Monday. Next Monday is going to be a live stream. So we're canceling Thursdays and moving to Monday. Azib, I'll like post more on social media and stuff like that about it, so people won't be too caught off guard. What you think of Hormesis paintball guns? You get one? No, I definitely totally just remembered I forgot to do something. That's something else. We're not going to talk about that. I did not get the new Hormesis guns. I didn't buy one of those. It's just kind of crazy for me to buy one of those. But if anyone hasn't seen the fantastic new Hormesis, we'll say Hormesis Planet Eclipse collab guns. There's 2 different designs. There's going to be 30 in total, though. So there's only going to be 30 of each. So I guess 60 in total, but you're getting 30 of each kind of design. They're $2,100, so, you know, a couple $100 more than the base CS3. But just look at the, like, can we zoom in even more? What if I, like, but that's all laser. That's not actually, well, I guess it is kind of laser engraving. It's going to be deep laser engraving. So you can kind of see on that back cap, it's probably going to show the best how you can see the shadow inside there. It's deep cut, so it's about a couple millimeters deep. So it's kind of more, not so much laser engraving, but kind of like actual engraving, you know, like old school with a pick and old school engraving. We're going to switch back over because someone super chatted. Ben? You're amazing. Continuing the question trend, for the same price, would you go for a used CS2 or a 180R? A new 180R, I presume. I have a CS2 as my main now and of having the same feeling. God, I cannot read. CS2 is my main now, and having the same feels a bit redundant. So you have a CS2 and a 180R, like as a backup or something? Well, I don't know. Let's answer that first one. CS2 or 180R, I think that, you know, the 180R I really like a lot. I mean, it shoots really well, but for me, it's just a little small. I prefer that larger foregrip on the CS2, and I think I prefer the ergonomics of the CS2 a little bit more. So I think for myself, I just picked the CS2. I mean, I don't think they shoot, you know, that much different. It's not like a dramatic difference between the two. So truly, it's just, I think that ergonomics for me, the CS2. I'd probably prefer the CS2. I'd use the CS2 as my main gun, and then probably keep the 180R as a backup. But it's so weird, you know, you're probably, if you really use it like that, you might never even use the 180R, you know, like how often do CS2s go down? You know, it's not like we're, you know, having guns go down as much anymore. So for me, it's weird. It depends on kind of who you are to even have a backup gun. I think if you're playing tournaments a lot and stuff like that, it kind of makes sense to have backups. But for me, you know, I'm just kind of playing rec and messing around. So I don't even have like, you know, I don't even really have a need for a backup anymore. Yep. Hormesis guns, or the horny guns as we like to call them here. Yeah, this is one of the designs. And this is also the same kind of engraving they put on the Hormesis tour. The Hormesis... What the hell they call it? What the hell they call that? I'm like blanking on that. That Oliver Lang one-on-one tour. They gave a gun away for that, the winner, to, I forget who wins that, Tommy Greenleaf, I think. And it's that same process that they used for that. So it's like that deep laser engraving stuff. So there's that one, and then there's also this one, which kind of has a topographical kind of theme to it. But you can see those cuts there really good. They have some videos. They have a video where you can really see those cuts. It might be like drowning people out with audio, with music or something. But just look at how cool it is. I really like these. I think that having that like smooth body like that on top of all that really like, honestly, really unique milling. It's something we haven't seen in a long time. And really all they do to make these is it's made the exact same way you would make or just normal laser engraving, kind of like we've been seeing on paintball guns for a long time. There's quite a few stores and stuff who offer that laser engraving. But here's like an example of a machine of one of these laser engravers. I just kind of like this stuff. I think it's kind of cool. So really, it's just a regular laser engraver. It's just extremely powerful, and it's just able to cut through millimeter after millimeter after millimeter after millimeter. So they'll do like a pass, they'll come back, they'll do another pass, and they'll come back and do another pass, and they keep taking off different layers of whatever, you know, material they're engraving right there. So you can see right there, it's going back over it again, so it can like deep cut it even more. It's just really cool. I like it a lot. So I'm kind of curious to see like what other options Planet Eclipse can do in the future. You know, I think that maybe having some custom team guns, like getting a new Infamous one, or you know, they could do it for Impact, having them get like these custom laser deep engraving guns. I just think it'd be kind of cool. And those Hormesis guns sold all the way out. Obviously, they sold out the day they were available. I think they came out on the 11th, so only a couple days ago. Yep, and they're all completely gone. And I imagine probably going to try to sell for a pretty penny. I think that there's probably going to be a lot of those coming up on like that used market. And we'll probably see a lot of, or at least a handful of those hit the market, and it's going to be, I imagine, expensive. I mean, they'll probably ask $3,000 or something crazy, or $5,000. Or if they're following the Hormesis their headband trend, they'll probably sell for about $15,000. People paying crazy amounts of money for things. What is happening here? I saw somebody asked something about like, did they miss an announcement or about live streams or something like that? I kind of had to delay the one on Thursday, and then we're just gonna make them on Monday now. It's just a lot easier for my schedule to do them on Monday, so. Go. Pretty much. Kind of lame colors though. Wish they had a louder one. I hear you. I think that it kind of fits Hormesis' brand, though. You know, they're not like some big, huge, flashy company. You know, they don't have a lot of like crazy designed products and stuff. So I think having them be simple kind of makes probably the most sense. You know, you look at all their headbands and stuff, and they're all kind of like simple, basic-ish designs. Obviously, they're a little bit more colorful than just, you know, black and gold. But they're not like super insane designs. Hormesis. It's crazy how they actually have stuff in stock. You can really just buy it. Remember when these first things came out, it was like so difficult to even like figure out when they were selling the things, so. Yep. Some brains, they need to color fill the cuts to make them visibly pop. Well, that would be cool. I'm getting like encoder overload error. Am I even streaming anymore? Let me know if I'm streaming anymore. Someone in the chat at least say something. There's so many weird problems. It's going. Okay, Alex. Everyone's so quiet. The chat doesn't move, and then it says that it's like, I don't know. Every time I do some live stream, it's all crazy. I mean, it would be cool to have them like fill those like gaps in colors or something like that, but how would they do that? I mean, you could do it with like old school anodizing, kind of like how they do it with Splash. You'd use the same technique they do with Splash anodizing. You just have to do it like manually. I'm like trying to think about how you could do it. I mean, what you could do is you could anodize the gun. You could anodize the gun black or whatever color you want, and then do the engraving, kind of like they do now. You know, like they do now. And then once you did the like laser, it'd be like silver, at least maybe everywhere. And then you could seal the gun again to help seal the just raw aluminum parts. Well, that could be interesting. Hormesis guns. I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about this. We'll ask the chat. Does anybody know who Ken Bryson is? My computer is going psycho right now. I swear to God, guys. Ken Bryson. Let me know in the chat if anybody knows who Ken Bryson is. Ken Bryson. And then maybe if someone says something, maybe we'll talk about something. Ken Bryson. No clue. Unfortunately, there we go, Dan. There we go. There's a Floridian. Yeah, I don't know if we'll talk about Ken Bryson. If you guys want to know more information about Ken Bryson, there is a there's a post on PB Nation in the news area. Ken Bryson's been a shady character for a long time. I tried to look up more information on him because I just remember his name from like back in the day about like stealing all kinds of stuff from people and whatever. M1 Macs don't have hardware encoding. Just eats CPU cycles. Yeah, but I got a hardware encoder right here. We're not actually encoding on the Mac Mini, so... Who knew, Shot Theory says, who knew a 55-year-old white guy who spends 80% of his free... the chat's moving. 80% of his free time with children. I don't know. I hear you. But at the same time, you know, it's like, I don't know, you know, I've had baseball coaches and swim coaches and football coaches and all kinds of stuff like that, and I don't know. I've never experienced or heard of any situations that were bad. But I have known of other paintball people who have caused issues. I don't know. This is a topic that's not for this. Some brains, what? Was that the dude that got shot in the PP on body cam? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Let's talk about this. This is a lighter topic. Hopefully the computer can handle it, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this computer, like, I can't see myself. God damn it. Whatever, we'll just let this play out a little bit. This is last year. I actually don't know what this is. I just picked a random video from NXL Europe. This is NXL European Championship. So this was last year in France, the last NXL Europe tournament of the year. And I put this on just because NXL's happening this weekend. The National X-Ball League Europe. That sounds weird, but that's what it is. The National X-Ball League Europe Portugal Invitational is happening, which is kind of interesting. You know, I don't remember a time in paintball that we've had a pro-only tournament, and this will be professional only. So this weekend in Portugal, whatever the hell the dates are, like the 14th or like the 15th through the 17th or something, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's going to be semi-pro, pro, and WNXL teams playing only. With something we've kind of talked about trying to do here in the US so we could give maybe more attention to the pro division, which I don't know, I'm kind of on and off whether they should have pro-only tournaments or not. But they're going to be doing it in Europe this weekend. And we did have some score, like some things we can talk about. A couple interesting things, right? I mean, I think there's kind of this really high top tier that we see in Europe constantly. I mean, we have the Tauntauns Joy Division. They're always going to be in that top. Camp Carnage is also really good. Breakout Spa from Belgium's really good. But this year, we are missing Verst Factory. So last year, Verst Factory finished 3rd overall. And they're not playing this year. They kind of split up. They're going to be kind of splitting players up. Some guys went over to Austin FSU, a second-year pro team from Austin, Texas. And then some guys went over to the Warsaw Rangers, so they kind of like just split everybody up. We have 2 American teams playing Shock that are in that top bracket, number 17. They're kind of, we'll say, European Aftershock, right? It's going to be a different roster though, so it's not the same players from Chicago Aftershock. You know, so like no Nick Sloviak, no Alex Rodriguez, none of those guys are playing. It's going to be all different players that are only going to play in Europe. And then we have Austin FSU as well. Austin FSU is going to kind of be the European team for Austin Notorious. But the same thing as well. They're going to have all different players on that Notorious team. Or the Austin FSU team, sorry. The FSU team's kind of weird. They have Samotrov, Leo Samotrov, that played for Red Legion for a long time, who hasn't come back to the U.S., I think, for 2 years now. Brandon Short is their coach. And kind of just some random throw-together guys. They did okay last year. No, they did good. They finished, I think, in 6th overall. That's kind of why they're in that 6th spot in bracket C. And I'm not 100% sure if we're going to see this online or not. I did hear that it would be on Go Sports, but then we've also heard that it's going to be on Major League Paintball's YouTube channel. So I would look for at some point something this weekend, maybe from Europe. It didn't have anything on Go Sports. NXL Europe didn't say anything about a webcast, but then over on the NXL webpage, on the bottom of the, I don't know, page for this tournament, the Portugal tournament, well, actually not the bottom, it does say watch live, and then it goes to YouTube. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But they have done last year's games. They did do last year's, that's not wide. They did do all of last year's games over on that Major League Paintball channel. So watch this weekend. You know, I'm going to be checking it out at least. I always try to watch paintball. NXL Europe. It's also just kind of cooler to see, you know, how different people film stuff. They have a lot of drone footage, which is really cool. They're actually flying the drone around the field and like moving the drone, whereas the NXL just stays stationary. And I don't know, they probably both have their merits. Do they still have a 4-pod rule? Yeah, I'm not sure though. What is it? Is it 4Brain says it's, no, he says yes. I'm not sure how limited it is. It's either 4 pods or it's 500 paintballs. I don't remember. I don't know. Whatever recent updates made my Mac lag stupid hard working on Premiere projects, really. M4 is coming. My M1 might have to go away this year. I'd love to get a new computer. I just can't afford it. I mean, I don't even know. I think that I could benefit from more RAM, really. I mean, probably than anything else. I think that I would benefit from having more RAM. I mean, I've only got 8 gigs in this thing. And I've got OBS open, 2 browsers, like all kinds of nonsense. We're recording and live streaming. That's really one of the big problems is I'm trying to record this while I'm live streaming. That's really one of the problems. Ben, NEXL is also this weekend. If you get bored watching the NXL Europe event, and this weekend is the Capital Edge Paintball League here in Sacramento. What is the NEXL? The Northeast X-Ball League? I was trying to think about all the other leagues the other day. Yeah, I think if I said 16, I'd probably be good. But I don't know. This is like the very first one they sold, so I didn't really want to like go hog wild and get a crazy one. And I've never needed a lot of RAM, so I don't really run out of RAM ever. Although when I try to run those 150 gig project files sometimes for like Final Cut, they get a little wacky. New England. That's the Northeast too. I saw Northeast because I was thinking about the Mid-South X-Ball League the other day and thinking about the like regional leagues. 8 gigs. Look at, we're doing good though. It's just when I start switching around, it gets weird. that wasn't too bad. I think the chat is on screen, slowing it down. Just bassing around. Is it Justin? Is it Justin? Just basing around. Their drone shots are cool. I like how they kind of start behind the start gate sometimes, and they move around. But I also kind of understand why the NXL don't move, you know, because they kind of want it to be like the same camera angle every time, so that they can just go back to that and you can look and know where everyone's at really fast. So you don't have to like stop and figure it out. You know, it's like imagine watching basketball and the sideline camera moved. You'd be like, what the hell is going on? it'd be like kind of jarring. But I do like it when it flies around. It's kind of fun when they go over there and look at the fans and like stare at the fans in the in the crowd. That's kind of fun. New England. Hey, would you please consider doing a 2024 loader comparison with the Control 2 and the Triad? You betcha. We can't even buy those things yet, though. So once they're like available, I mean, I'm for sure going to do a Control 2 review at least. There for sure will be a Control 2 review. And I'll, you know, in all the reviews, I'll like reference other hoppers and say how they're different and all that stuff. But we gotta wait until they're, you know, we can buy the thing, so just gotta wait. I know I've seen both of them, you know, I've held both of them and messed with both of them, but they're not really like, you know, they were both prototype versions. But I can't imagine them being all that much different from what I held, so. What is the lightest 68 tank and rig combo now that the featherweights, HK Alpha, and the JT tanks are all competing? Still the Alpha tank is the lightest. The Featherlight, I'm pretty sure the Featherlight and the JT bottles are the same, but definitely the Alpha tanks are still lighter. The Alpha 68 compared to like the JT, I don't know what they're calling those tanks. They're new like matte colored ones. They're about 2 to 3 ounces lighter, I think. The Alpha tank is than the JT tanks. But if you don't need a tank like right now and you have something, I bet if you waited another 3 months, you're going to start seeing other manufacturers with their lighter tanks. So I know Ninja at some point is supposed to be coming out with like a lighter version of a tank. So they'll have like an SL3 or something like that. But it's not that much different, you know. I mean, it's not like dramatic, so. Blind Fury, hey, would you pick the new Lux Idol over the Era? Yeah, I would. I mean, it's obviously hard when those guns are so dramatically price difference, you know. I mean, like, it's like, you know, another $700 or whatever for the Idol, so, yeah. Kevin Rudolph, is that Kevin Callie Rudolph? You're a good tank guy. Dude, tanks are so goddamn confusing. I guess there we go. Are you guys going to have new ISO tanks? Because I know that the ISO dot thing's changing. Are you going to have like new lightweight ISO tanks? There we go. Lux Idol Shocker Era. You know, I don't know. Obviously that price difference is difficult, right? I mean, you could pretty much buy 2 Idols for the one, or you could buy 2 Eras for the price of an Idol. And they don't really shoot all that much different. You know, I think that the Idol, I actually think I preferred the way the Era shot. It's a little more solid feeling, whereas the Idol, I don't know, the bolt, it's just a little more laggy, but it might have a little bit quieter and less kick. But the main thing for me is just that the gun feels better in my hands, you know? He can't say too much now. That's fair, I wouldn't either. Sorry. But I think so. I think that a lot of the new companies, yeah, we're going to see a lot of these new lightweight ISO tanks, just like that HK Army tank. Yeah, but I just like the feel of the Idol. It's a little bit bigger for me, kind of like we were talking about earlier, the CS2 and the 180R, and CS2 and 180R, and for me the CS2 just feels better in my hands, you know, so. Callie, I appreciate you coming by. I like it when some of you guys come by. Dan Holiday, wherever he is, he was in here earlier. What was I saying? You should send one over when you get new tanks, you know, send them over and we'll show them off to people. I'm all itchy, I'm like, screw. Tyrone. Ethan says, Kevin, at least tell me if I should wait for an alpha. If I should wait for an alpha or what? Well, he's going to say wait, you know. But like I said, I don't know, I don't think there's a huge difference, you know. It's not like crazy. It's not like it's going to be half the weight or anything. Callie, the funny thing to think about when it comes to these new tanks being lighter and smaller is a lot of players need longer regs to make the difference in the length, which in turn also adds weight. For sure. That's why like some of the companies like are choosing their own mold though, so, you know, so depending on who we're getting the tanks manufactured from, you're going to have different mold styles. That's why like there's been different, you know, tank shapes for everyone. So like the Alpha tank has that weird squarish bottom, and you know, like, I don't know, you know, different tanks have little different shapes. So we could do though is I want like a 68 that's the same length as an 80. So just get a mold that's like super long, you know, like. This is the tank size that I want. Old 68. You know, old 68. How it's like long and it's not like big and bulky though. You know what I'm talking about? I'm positive everyone liked these. 3 reg lengths. I know it's crazy. I just deal with it. I used to put a tank extender on this bad boy. Flat Bottom, some brain says, Flat Bottom always reminded me of those cheap steel tanks. For sure. I mean, it definitely has that same kind of connotation or whatever. I just think they feel better too, the round tanks. They just feel better, you know, like those Alpha tanks. I don't like how they're all like, you know, square on the back. Best tank ever. Too bad this is 20 years old. Look at that, 2004 Hydro, original Hydro date. 2004. I can't use it anymore. I just shot the Planet Eclipse LV2 and I just can't justify the price for something that could have had more thought put into it. Like what, Blind Fury? What don't you like about it? Shot Theory, agree. The long neck regs allow your wrist to sit in perfectly. For sure, you don't have like the bulge. You don't have to like, yeah, you just get a bigger flat deal. I don't know. What else do I have to talk about? What other topics can we talk about? I kind of wanted to watch a couple of Shortbus videos, so we might watch those. I've been working on the, a hell of a video. I've been working on the illegal paintball guns that changed paintball or something like that. That's the working title. And I've been going through a bunch of like old videos and stuff, trying to find stuff. So I don't know, I've been watching a bunch of old videos and they're kind of fun. The flat burst discs on the Powerhouse are nice for that. That's very true. I really like those like flush mounted burst discs. Like the Powerhouse regs and the new like Flow Empire regulator also have those like flush burst discs. They're like old school burst discs, because burst discs used to be like totally different. They used to just be like a brass like circle, a circular piece of brass, and you just screwed a nut down over it. Now it's got this like vent hole and they're all complicated. Okay, let's watch some Shortbus stuff. You know what's cool about this too is these companies aren't in business anymore, which is good and bad. I mean, it's good for this live stream. There's a whole load of them. I don't know which ones we should watch though. I don't know which is the best one. These aren't all of them though either, so there's a bunch of these. So if you're not familiar with what these like Shortbus videos are, they were at the back, the last like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I guess in some of these cases, for some of the Dirter videos, the Dirter Productions paintball videos. They also released some standalone ones as well, so it's possible they actually sold some of these. Which one should we watch? Episode 8, Old Soul says. Okay. Episode 8. Let's put headphones on. I'm monitoring my audio. I gotta turn the audio monitor off or I'm gonna go crazy. It includes paid promotion. What? I guess maybe it does. I guess we might have to worry about music in these though a little bit, huh? So we're gonna do that with that audio and do this. It's still so loud. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to turn it down. That's maybe a little low.
You see how it goes, start playing pro, get player of the year, and a bunch of ones. Debut. Natural progression of things.
Okay, so help me out. There's some old guys in here. On the left there, we have Catfish. Goes by Catfish. Who did he play for? What teams was Catfish mainly on? I know he played for the Ironmen, Los Angeles Ironmen back in the day. Then we have Todd Martinez. Everyone knows Todd. Todd's played for a bunch of teams. Dynasty, Aftershock, Infamous for a long time. Currently coach of Aftershock. Then we have over on the left side, Nicky Cuba. Nicky Cuba is no longer playing pro, but Nicky's a legend. He played for, I think, the original Infamous. Played for Infamous for a really long time. Played for the Ironman for a short stint there. There we go, Nicky Cuba over there on the left. Currently, I believe... So Catfish, Ironman. Yeah. Currently, I think Nicky's out working on oil platforms. Out there making money. Let's watch some of this. You got a little background
player
now.
of the year, and a bunch of ones. Debut. Natural progression of things.
I guess we could talk about some of that stuff. So this is Justin Rabikoff too. So this is J-Rab. This video is probably... What are we gonna say? Probably like... Let's wait till we see a gun. I can tell you once I see a gun. We got a grill. We got a sly pack on. Those Mac Dev guns, I don't know. What year is this, guys? Help me out. 2006, 7, somewhere in there. Oh yeah, Nicky played the ICPL. Yeah. 2009, Callie says. I mean, you'd know more than I do. You might be in this.
Rob is standing right next to me, Chad. I think that's the guy from there right there.
How does this sound? Can you guys like hear it and
gonna,
stuff?
I know he's gonna put that in Shortbus. I'm definitely gonna be on Shortbus with that little video.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Actually,
I wish we had more of these. I try to find some of these plays, but I don't really catch them as well as they do.
We might go first clip on that one.
Yeah.
You're like a first real offender. But it's okay, Dave Bain's on your team. You know, you're probably used to it by now.
2007? So that's... It's crazy how we're so good at telling who people are. I don't know who that is. I was going to say that was... This is Infamous. And,
chest.
I don't know. That's a Bob long gun. Callie will tell us from this one. I'm gonna start ripping off a bunch of these. Maybe I should. I posted a lot of these. Zach Wake. There we go. There we go.
Chest.
Oh.
Hey Zach, how do you speak Australian?
The red was like
Yellow. No.
I didn't get that one.
Wait. Red. Red.
Zach Long. I actually found a clip of Zach Long the other day in original X-Ball, and he was doing something weird. Major Wake.
He can't shoot
Who's
me in the
this
box.
guy?
Look at him getting shot through the box. Look at him getting... Is he getting shot through the net? He's literally getting shot through the net. That's crazy.
Who's
in
this
the
guy?
box.
Who's this
I'm
guy
already in the box.
This guy's gangster. Whoever's in the box coming out.
It's Zach. He's
Is it?
still there from the
He's
last
still
time.
there.
Dude,
Ref's like, wipe your old hits off before you
Matt Dawson.
out. Matt D is just like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get it.
I'm
When
gonna
he
get
gets
this right
roasted,
here. Yep.
When he comes out and get roasted, I'm gonna get him. Oh, he's gonna pull his own penalty.
Yeah. Look at, where is it?
Throw a flag.
I have the flag here somewhere.
Zach, you need to flag somebody. Do the Aussie thing.
Just Aussie team.
Hey.
The uppercuts? It's like,
I want to look
Hold
at
on,
something.
yeah. Look, where is it?
PSP.
I have the flag here somewhere.
Hey.
The uppercuts? It's like Pacquiao's coming at you sometimes.
You know what's crazy is how the same people everywhere. Whereas Zach Yakimek for Impact.
Legacy Bobby.
Oh, yeah, why do I think
Bobby's
about
right in
that?
the head.
Oh,
there he is.
that's not cool, man.
To the Canadian.
I don't know. Most of these aren't that funny. Most of this is just like whatever stuff.
He went down and then up. It is clear that he went up and then down, which is not a penalty.
His head was in the way of the balls.
Hey, you gave him a head massage, dude.
If you get bunkered in the head, you get
Like he
bunkered
shot
in
him
the
in the
head.
head and
Hey,
then went down.
Yeah, and it,
Matt Dawson.
It was,
No,
went
man,
down on him.
I swear I'm a referee and I know exactly what was going on. Bobby maliciously came around and shot him inside, and then he shot him in the head a whole
Who's he
bunch of times.
acting like?
unnecessary. False. Let's go to the replay. Please. I think that was a false penalty.
He kicked him too.
I think the PSP needs to go to instant replay.
Work him. Protect me, fish. Oh,
Well,
I wait,
fish.
dog. I was trying to shoot him,
First.
fish.
Paxton.
Paxton's great.
That
That's
was
funny.
Horrible mind control.
Mind control.
Horrible mind control. Fishers worked you.
This
Yeah,
shot
he did.
came off of you.
Fish, that was your fault, fish. I was
It's
trying
right
to get
from the
behind
ref.
you.
Oh,
You were part of the life insurance that I paid for. No?
That's when Pax was little too. Oh, Bobcat.
When your squeegee does not come back out.
They just don't make these things like they used to.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, remember that used to happen more.
Wait, maybe if I shoot it out, yeah, it's not gonna work.
I don't know if you guys saw what happened. But back in the day, yeah, squeegees used to kind of suck, right? And he goes to clean his barrel,
Come back out.
and then
They just don't make
pulls out that swab, and boink!
Damn it.
The bottom half stayed in his barrel.
Wait, maybe if I shoot it out, yeah, it's not gonna work.
that's smart move, Bob.
I mean, this probably was his
Yeah.
first time that he broke
Yeah.
paint and
Yeah.
didn't know if he was
I
going to
got-
I've done that before.
See.
If you've been playing long enough, you've done that before.
No, no barrel, not gonna go
No,
far.
no barrel. This
Bobcat.
welcome to Bobby Avila's first time breaking paint. What you're gonna want to do is stick 2 pieces of fuzzy swab that are stuck.
You gotta
together
unscrew
by
the
your
barrel.
Pull it out
With
with
your
your
teeth.
teeth.
On both
On
ends.
both ends.
I've done
While
that
the game's
too.
still going on.
Yeah.
Lift up your goggles.
Because no one's shooting at you.
This is pretty
You
good
can't
though.
get the squeegee yet. Just remove your.
This reminds me of who was at the last tournament that had that problem? Alex Bormeo, when he was like taking
You
his
let that
barrel
go
off.
Take care of business.
He took a core sample
do
into the
this.
snake and
Yeah, do not take your mask off.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
Bob.
was in the morning. So
They're
he was
coming.
still
You get it
sleeping.
going?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Bob. Here they come.
Hurry up. Whatever you're gonna do, hurry
Maybe
up.
it's a one-piece barrel? I don't know. You just gotta unscrew the barrel. That's funny. That person holds a gun like Cody Mikowski. Who's this?
Ref, Ref, I felt something.
No,
He even moved. His whole
Hey.
head moved. He was like, whack.
I got bunker insurance, dog. No, that
Just
shit
got slapped in the face.
Hey,
That's
hey,
a penalty right there,
this
bro.
Bunker Insurance DVD came
Wait.
out last month.
You're gonna have to go.
I paid $19.99.
Dude, I know a lot of you guys have been shot in the face though, and shot in the goggles, and like not really noticed
here
it
we
though,
go.
because you're so looking far away, and you like kind of don't notice it sometimes. I know I have.
Am I hit?
Am I hit? Right there?
No.
Was there a hit? I don't think there was a hit. Jedi, you got Jedi mind tricked right here on tape. You see this?
The ref worked him.
The ref worked him with the mind right there.
They got him. They're always looking at
Oh,
him.
you gone, dog. You gone.
Am I hit? Am I hit?
Right there.
Right there. He's straight
I
Yeah.
don't see anything.
I am hit? I'm hit.
My head.
You sure?
What did I just do? Oh, I'm turning the volume up.
You say so.
Tim Montressor. His picture's beside me.
Get the flag! Nobody left! G5, G5, G4!
I've done that before too. We've all done that before too. Hit the deck!
Get on out of here!
Dragging
Get
him.
your
Oh,
punk
man.
ass out of here.
I don't
Say it
remember
out.
that. That's sad though.
Get on out of here!
That's Thomas Taylor getting pulled out of the
Get
snake.
your punk ass out of here! I'll say it up!
That's crazy. I do not remember that. There's probably a better way to handle that.
Get your punk ass! Get on out of here!
Dragging him.
Get your punk ass out of here!
That's
I'll
hilarious.
Take it off the field.
You are out.
Yeah.
You are
That's
out.
good.
Hey,
Empire called. I'm here to repo your shit.
That's
you don't
funny.
pay your bills and you get your stuff repoed in the middle of a game. Your team needs some sponsorship.
Thomas.
God damn it! Work leg! Work leg! Work leg! Oh!
Oh,
Oh, look at the guy!
Hey, there's Nicky.
What a jerk! That guy's a jerk. You need help? Let me carry you off the field.
it's okay. I was getting a little workout in.
Pat
Yeah,
your leg
right.
for you.
I'll
Hold
stand
on a
up
second.
for it.
What happened? Is this
Yeah.
the one that
Good
stopped working?
sportsmanship.
Is it okay?
Yeah, 'cause you need some of that. Fucking
Hey,
Here,
work.
here.
I don't okay.
Take some of it.
Where you going?
You're back in the
I
day.
miss your mohawk.
Oh, touch my mohawk again. Touch my leg again. Cut my leg.
Oh, you good? Let's
Where
go.
you want to go? Take me
Let's
somewhere.
go. Let's go.
Man.
Is that Nicky right there? Yep. I remember this one.
Hey, Nicky Cuba.
Nikki, all right, look left, Nikki. Nikki, look left.
I'm shooting people.
No, look right. Look right now. Look right. Look right.
Let's go. Let's
Look
go.
right. Look right. Look center. Look right.
I'm shooting people.
What are you doing?
I'm shooting people.
What are you doing right
I'm
now?
shooting people.
I'm shooting people.
Shooting people. I was shooting people.
I'm shooting people.
I'm shooting people. I'm shooting people. I'm shooting people. I'm shooting people. I'm shooting
How'd they get all those clips of those? Did they make those?
I'm shooting people.
Okay.
Sorry, but I'm shooting people.
All right.
A little jump start.
Sometimes it goes on. Sometimes it's gags. You gotta get it and quit.
Oh, here we go.
I got a little
That's a
jump
false start.
Whoa.
Oh, take bunkers down. When I shoot people.
Livestream workout plan. Run the bumpers, knock them over, and then play paintball and shoot people.
He should have got eliminated for that, right?
3 dudes have fixed what I did.
He should get eliminated. You can't, knock over the bunkers.
Bit a hole in the bunker and then started shooting people.
Crawled in and just start shooting people from inside.
Nikki, your bunker fell over!
That reminds me of the human bunker. The humor bunker video. At some point, I'll work on.
Nikki, your bunker fell over!
I'm shooting people.
But your bunker fell over!
Okay.
Alright, you're fine, good.
Shooting people.
It is kind of funny how he's there though.
Too much of that uniform blood that you be taking before the game.
I don't stop. I just shoot people.
And if you get in my way, I take the bunkers down too.
Shooting
I would
people.
take the bunkers down too.
Would he leave?
Stop me.
He left.
If there's people, I shoot them. Bunkers, I kick them. And people, I shoot them.
It's like too long though. Here we go.
He ain't gonna come out that box and shoot me.
Hey, yo, kids, everybody come down here. Let's
I know.
shoot this idiot. Let's shoot this jerk.
Oh, shooting the box was so much fun. It was great.
Oh, yeah, he
shot
took
the
the
ref.
ref.
Oh.
What's the best way to get a ref off the bunker? Out of the bunker. What's the best way?
He did the flying pull.
Yeah.
All right.
Look like
This is probably the better ones. The divisional teams are probably better.
look like he's
Little
on
ninja
off.
Nikki Cuba again.
Those are my
This is
Jordans that you
the
got
Nikki
me,
Cuba
yeah, that's what I'm
highlights.
talking about. You about to come flying.
Hate you.
Oh.
What's going on there? With Jedi mind trick, both of them.
Yeah?
Peace.
What team is that? Vendetta. Is it Vendetta? Did they play? I don't know what's going on
I
there.
looked at him.
I looked at him.
He was shooting people.
I was shooting people, that's what's going on. If you don't get out of that corner, I'm gonna come over there. What? You want to see a bag breaker? The 2-for-1 special.
Oh.
See, I don't even know what happened there. What even happened?
This time.
Yes. You see what Malaysia has to offer us.
World travelers. World travelers are we are this time.
Yes. Oh, dude, it's not cool.
Barrel rolls.
Sweet rolling there.
Telling you, the barrel roll's so dope.
Oh, but he's
Jesus.
Ref word on his leg.
That girl,
You
and
can have some.
Whoa, what?
he's happy, man. Broke
Yeah.
ankles.
Oh, you're shot.
Oh, but
Wow, maybe he didn't get shot.
sweet roll.
Or is he shot in? Did he get shot in the leg?
Oh,
He definitely got shot in the leg, rolling in there. See that hit on his leg?
Sweet rolling there.
Yeah.
Bunker.
it was.
I don't know if he got shot.
That girl,
You
and
can have some.
That's funny.
He's a ninja.
he's happy, man. Broke
Yeah.
ankles.
Yeah.
He's got 5 hits on his leg. Hold on a second, girl. Just bunkered the ref there.
You see that?
First one's on the back of the leg,
Yeah.
right?
Bang.
Now. He is hit currently,
Pull him out, or I will shoot you in the leg.
and now
Alright.
more. And the ref took 6 in the leg,
I don't know if he got shot.
but no. And she left.
Yeah.
And was talking. Put her
You
back
are
in.
lucky.
That's a
What's
dude.
going on here? Sock hat.
Not justice.
Here you go.
Sock hat. Oh, sock hat.
With
alert!
a Zodin, I think. No, I don't even know if a Zodin was a company then, were they?
Fanning.
Wild Fanning.
Fanning has hit Malaysia.
Woo!
Fashion police.
Fashion police. Hold on a second.
Fanning has hit Malaysia.
You know what?
He is very coordinated.
No. You were matching snow camo.
What are you guys saying in the chat
Your
even?
jersey, your sock hat, Wild Fanning. I am wearing snow camo.
Snow camo was so cool in like 1997.
George, what were you doing?
No, Joe, not wear snow camo. Well, matching.
That guy
Wild Fanning.
Fanning wildly. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
tired of Fanning. He's the notorious Fanning.
That's
snow
definitely in a
camo.
Zodin. That's definitely in a Zodin
Ref,
Chaos.
they're getting too close. They're getting too close. Can I go? Can I go? Is it just me? Yeah, just you. Alright, I'm gonna walk off.
They won't shoot me.
I'm gonna shoot my foot. Don't put the camera
This is not crazy though. This is like every day at the paintball field.
Tried Fanning and
This
it didn't
guy.
work. Get me out of here before they shoot up my snow camo. Oh, this is number 187.
Oh my god.
That guy thought you got hit with a T-shirt.
Jesus.
Now, right? That's what happened.
And there's one in his side already.
No,
no, look. I hope he torched that ref.
So, yeah,
Catch in the air. It was like,
Shot that
look at
warm out.
That one was
It
good.
was a celebration, bitches. Celebration.
Mailbox. We got some send-ins.
We got send-ins, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sending in your clips.
Gee whiz.
Austria. Passport, Austria. Here we go.
Look at this. No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, shake that loader right off.
What the? What the?
He just gives up.
Did that just happen? For real?
That was one of the best.
Those high quality MacDef products.
There it is.
Huh? Did my rotor
What?
just fall off?
You gotta be kidding me. It was here.
Shake.
I was doing this. Now it's there.
Shake it right off. I've never seen anyone shake their hopper off. Whoa, what? Did that just happen?
Would you look at that?
Next.
1 second.
Wait.
Okay, it's back on.
I'm not shaking anymore. A
Johnson.
tag.
What team is this? Skittles?
That guy with that LED, that angel LED, that's cool.
Larry
A
Johnson.
tag, an egg.
Nicker.
That guy has a ricochet on a cocker.
He has high waters on, bro. Look at
Crawling. Crawling in the wide open.
Yeah.
Is always good. Oh.
Oh my god.
Guys.
Jesus.
Did he get shot in the face?
No, I don't know, but you didn't care, dude.
He's like, did that guy actually die?
Yeah.
No goggles.
Hey.
Shoot guys.
Oh, he doesn't have a mask on.
And he still got it. Look at him.
That guy's mask falls off.
Yeah.
No goggles.
Hey.
Bang! He has no mask on and he's still playing. That's crazy.
Goggles, bro.
A, how does your tank taste? 2, you're hitting the side. That's a penalty. And D, your goggles fell off.
That's a
So,
Wow.
penalty, I believe.
Let's go ahead and throw those back on.
Bang!
What's going on? Did I get him? Did I get him? Did I get him?
He didn't even cover his eyes.
No, you tell me.
Hey, bro, you're bleeding out of your
Yeah.
face.
You know, if you're being rude and you're yelling at me, I'm shooting people. Right?
Sir,
The most interesting paintball player
relax.
in the world.
Yeah.
I'm shooting people. So just give me a minute.
Okay. Oh, they do have a little guy. Alright.
Little heads up. Hey.
That's an episode of Shortbus. Shortbus episode 8. Maybe we'll watch another one some other time, but not right now. Alright. What are you guys talking about? Never shook a feed neck off of a Timmy. Some people did. Remember when they used to be like glued in? They used to be like glued in place before like feed necks were even threaded, and now they're just part of the gun, which is way better than what it was like. Well, guys, what else can we do? We had Hormesis. We were going to talk about Ken Bryson, but I don't really want to talk about Ken Bryson. Who's got your paintball questions for me? Hit me with paintball questions. We'll hit the smoke machine. We're gonna really smoke it up. Why not? Like hearing stuff. We sanded down the Evolution feed necks to make them fit. Heck yeah, I remember having to do that to like a Halo and the Revolution, the Velocity. Those are the good old days. Old Soul says, my classic wobbles because the threads are toast. So it's just a set screw holding the feed neck on. Yeah, that's not good. Were they never glued? I thought that the classic Timidators were glued. Were they not glued? Were they threaded? Yeah. 100% they were threaded. They weren't glued in place. What guns had a glued feed neck? I think that some autocockers at some point had glued feed necks. I don't know what else had glued feed necks. Press fit. There you go, some brains. The Classic and the Ripper the Rippers, so the classic body, had the set screw. They were threaded. I could have swore the classics were threaded, or they were not. The classics were set screw. The GZ Storm and the Dragon had a press fit. So like the 2K2 bodies then? The GZ was a weird body though. It was like, I don't know, it was like its own thing. It was like before the 2K2. It was like this weird in-between part. Yeah, I was lucky I never had a JB Weld any like feed necks on a personal gun of mine. Thankfully. I really want a classic Intimidator. Well, I don't really want one. I gotta get one for a thumbnail, so I gotta be able to find one from someone locally that has a classic Intimidator or a 2K2 Intimidator. So if you're in Sacramento and you want to let me borrow a classic Intimidator or a 2K2 Intimidator or a Matrix, an LED Matrix, let me know. I need to borrow them for a thumbnail. They don't even have to work. They just gotta be, I don't know, those guns or something like that. 2K2, they did something to make them stronger, we're gonna say. I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't really remember. Press fitting is so crazy. It's such like a crazy idea for something like that. You know, it's like it's gonna come off. You can just like pull it right off. It's kind of weird. It doesn't seem like the best setup to me. Huh. Let's see if we can do that. I think I'm gonna leave. I think we're gonna call the live stream. Oh boo! If I lived over there, you'd be set. I have a Matrix and a Dragon. Those are good ones. I kind of want, I mean, I'm trying to make a thumbnail. I'm trying to make a thumbnail for a video. So I kind of want to have both of the guns, like this is the frame of the thumbnail or whatever. I want to have them like this. Kind of. Like pointed at the camera, sort of like this, and then text above it. And I want them to be like, probably the guns that were like the most cheating paintball guns ever. So I want to have like, that's kind of why I was thinking like the 2K2, because it was like, it's a very like noticeable gun too, right? Like everyone knows the 2K2. And I was kind of thinking the Matrix because it's also kind of in that time. Shot Theory. What guns are you showing as your cheating guns in paintball history? I wouldn't say any. I'm not gonna show any, we'll say, because they're so rare. An Alias would also be very good, Old Soul, for sure. That would also be really good. I definitely want an Intimidator though. And I was even thinking about like an Angel LCD would also kind of work, but I definitely want to try to have like an Intimidator on there. What guns am I showing? I don't know, let's talk about this. Let me pull a note, my scripter up. Let's go here. Click here. Make that full screen. So let's say the video is going to be, there's 8 parts in total. There's going to be an introduction. And then the first part is kind of like a very brief, this is when paintball started. The second section is going to be, hey, there was a full auto gun, and then all of a sudden there were these mechanical guns, and then section 3 is about electronic guns making a debut. And then as the late 90s approached, so I guess the main guns we talk about are going to be the Intimidator and the Matrix. Those are probably the two guns that I talk about the most. I don't really like, in the whole video, I don't really like talk about a specific team. Because there's no real reason to. Just everybody had ramping guns. You know, one of the hardest, or illegal ramping guns, I should say at least. One of the hardest parts too to find is like, you know, going back and looking at old footage. There's so much old paintball footage from like, you know, there's old Warpig dirt, there's old Warpig stuff, there's Dirter videos, there was PB Star, there was PB Films. There's a bunch of old footage, but what kind of sucks is a lot of the footage all has music over it. So they just put music over the top of all the everything. You know, that's what they did in 2003, 2002, 2004. There was just music over everything. So you can't hear the guns shooting even. So it's like, everyone had illegal guns, but you can't tell because it's just music. You can't hear the like crazy like crazy like shooting and stuff like that. So it's been a little bit difficult to find actual gameplay of pro players with like cheating guns. That's been the hardest part. It's finding, I think will be the hardest part. I'm going to record the audio tomorrow for this. So I'm going to film it tomorrow. I did so much work on this, it's crazy. This is probably the most I've ever worked on a script ever. So we're going to hope that it gets at least 15 views. I need at least 15. Yeah, you can't hear guns, obviously, rolling out of control. Yeah, it's difficult. Like every once in a while, there'll be a spot in a video where it's like, but then it's just like music again. Or like, I also notice that the cuts are so quick. You know, like nowadays we would hold on someone for a little bit longer, but back in the day it was like, here's a shot, here's a shot, here's a shot, here's a shot. They literally like will stay on someone for like 3 seconds. So it's also difficult to like, kind of like hear how crazy the guns get. Just ramping balls per second or ramping dwell. I did touch on ramping dwell, but I don't think it's real. So I've never thought it was real. So hold on, I actually have reference material for this as well. I did a lot of goddamn research for this video. So this is David Zickham, I think Zinkham. I don't know. And this is an old Warpig article, and in this article he does talk about ramping dwell. Oh no, maybe this is not the right article. I'm sorry. Hold on. I think it was in here. Yeah, there we go. So this is, I think, is the oldest thing that we could find about this. The league is also employing radar gun technology capable of measuring paintball velocity without having to stand next to the player. So that's when they used to have those like big ass guns. You know, they used to point those guns in the NXL. Especially with paint guns programmed to ramp the dwell time of their first shot to combat first shot velocity drop off, bolt stick, tightening the game. Maybe this isn't it. Jeez. I don't know. I've got the thing somewhere. Jeez. I don't know. But I'm so like, I want to find this article. Damn, I don't know. Whatever. But there is a Warpig article that I have somewhere saved. I just don't want to, I can't like, you know, go over it and over it and over it. And I can't go through all the things and try to find it right now. But I did talk about ramping dwell. So I said there are... Damn, where'd I go? There are also rumors of boards capable of ramping dwell, increasing the amount of time the valve is open to release more air. So, okay, let me start that again. There were also rumors of boards capable of ramping dwell, increasing the amount of time the valve is open to release more air, and in theory, increasing the velocity. Although this isn't the same as increasing pressure, and the effectiveness was questionable, but it for sure indicated the lengths that players would go through or go to. So that's, I guess, all I said. Mainly because, like, I remember, right? Like, I remember when there was ramping dwell, and like, I know you guys are talking. I want to see what you guys say. I'm gonna finish these thoughts. I remember when there were rumors of ramping dwell. Like, I remember 2003 or whatever it was, living in Sacramento. You know, we had Bob Long players, Oakland Blast guys, whatever they were called in the NXL, the Assassins, the Oakland Assassins. Those guys were everywhere, and their guns were everywhere, and like all that stuff was all over the place. So we heard, you know, a long time ago about ramping dwell, like everybody. And it never, I always was like, really though? Like, because it doesn't make any sense. It's like, by the time the ball's accelerated too much, right? Like, the ball instantly hits that, like, 300 feet per second. And having the valve open longer, it just kind of, like, doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You need to actually increase the pressures for the ball to come out faster. And, you know, I remember even trying it back in the day. I remember, like, going out and like getting guns and like just increasing the dwell and just trying to see if the velocity would increase, and it just doesn't really work. You know, I think that we probably would have seen that. I mean, it's hard to detect it, obviously. I mean, you can do it with the newer radars, but I don't think it was a thing. I don't think it was real. You know, I don't know. Some of you guys obviously know way more. Like Dan Holliday, Shot Theory. You have so much more experience with this stuff in real life. So, I just don't think it was real. Oh yeah, I remember that. There you go, Dan Holliday. Tauntauns got caught in the NXL. Weren't they shooting like 430 or something like that? They were shooting like 400, but then didn't they? I remember when that happened. And then they ended up blaming it on a regulator, like something failed or something happened. I remember that though. Didn't they get banned? Like, wasn't there like they were gonna get like banned or something crazy happened? I definitely remember that. It was crazy. Sunbrains, that was a solid boot spool era. Oh, you're talking about my comment. Am I like reading the guy's thing? Yep. But you know, like, you're not actually like, but when you're getting rid of bolt stick, like when you're like, the whole point of bolt stick, like when they were saying to like give a first clearing shot, that's a whole nother problem. That's not even like, it's like weird. Like when you have that first high shot on some of these guns, the old guns, it's literally because they were leaking. It's because they're putting air into places they're not supposed to. And that first like bolt stick shot, the like anti-bolt stick, the ABS, that increases the dwell, but that doesn't increase the velocity. All it's doing is adding more air so that the bolt can overcome the friction from being stuck in there. It doesn't like increase the pressure or velocity or anything. So I don't know. Rennick says ramping dwell equals like shooting a cocker with the thumb over the cocking rod equals shooting hot. Yes, but when you're doing that, you're actually pressing in the spring on the back of the gun, so it hits the valve harder, and like, I guess that lets more air out too. Right? Dude, it's been so long since I've like thought about a cocker. Well, when you're thumbing the cocker, you're actually pushing it, like, the cocking rod and the ram in faster than it should go, right? I don't know. Now I'm like having second thoughts, because I'm like, if that works on a cocker, shouldn't that work on other guns? I don't know. It was always more of a what if as opposed to reality. You know what they could have done though? I mean, it very well could have done like Angel could have. No, Angel couldn't have done it. But if we ever get to the point where we have like actual digital regulators, it might be possible. But I don't think that we'll ever have digital regulators. I mean, not in a very long time though. We had an Entourage and Aftermath guys get caught with Shocker SFTs, get caught for being forced shot something. I don't know. The Entourage guys got caught. I found that article too. We can look at that. Dynasty Entourage. So Entourage got caught. They got caught with the robot though. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff in this document that it's kind of hard to... We're gonna switch over here. No, that's definitely not it. Yeah, Entourage I think got caught in San Diego in 2005. But their gun was just mechanical bounce, so it wasn't like they didn't have like any firing modes or anything like that. So they got like kicked out of the tournament, but it was just because of the mechanical bounce. The Angel Air, yeah, but the Angel Air you still had to like physically turn like a thing to adjust the actual pressure on the outside. So you were like physically rotating a screw every time you had to change the pressure. You'd need some sort of like crazy bypass thing or something really complicated. Rennick says we could have digital gauges right now. It's not that expensive, but the failure rate would be hilariously high. Yeah. I mean, we could have digital. I was thinking like it'd be possible to do digital tank rigs. I was thinking more digital adjustment on the pressure. Like to be able to like type into the side of your gun, like, you know, I want 200 PSI coming out of my rig. And then it changes it electronically. That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be a little bit, a little bit too much. It'd probably be really big too. You couldn't make that like thing really, really small. You'd need like electric motors and like it'd just be weird. Yep. There is a video of me on Zinger PB with a Shocker SFT going into uncapped ramp during the Vegas layout practice. I don't even know what Zinger PB is. Which Vegas practice though? I mean, I can get uncapped ramp. I can get guns that have uncapped ramp. That's not too crazy. It's just getting the footage of like actual cheater guns. That's the hard part. Like actual guns that are cheating in a tournament, you know. It's not like, I don't know, the footage isn't very good for what I want to do. Yeah, it'd be cool to have digital, like actual digital stuff. I thought about that before because when the original Empire Vanquish came out, it had the like pressure transducers in the foregrip that could tell you like, or not in the foregrip, in the frame. Was it in the foregrip? No, I don't know. Whatever. They had those pressure. It was in the middle of the frame, something like that. The Vanquish had that pressure transducer that could actually tell you the pressure of the gun, which is really cool. I really like that. And then I was like, man, it'd be so cool if you could like change the pressures. But I'm like, I don't know. It'd be so much work. And it's not something we're doing, right? Like, why do you need it to be electric? It's like, you know, you don't need it to be electric. I mean, you literally just go like one time and tick the velocity and you're pretty much good for the rest of the day. It's not like you need to change the velocity every 5 minutes. Although it would be cool if you had like the pulse, the RDR pulse that had the radar on it, and then it could like tell your gun the velocity, and then it could like adjust the velocity accordingly. That would be cool. That would be cool. But again, I don't know. Just throw a video of Baines using an Angel on Lanch. That gun wasn't legal anywhere. Nope, they definitely weren't. I had one. I wrote kind of in this video, right? Like I wrote about me getting caught with an Angel. I got a 10-minute penalty when I got caught with an illegal gun and got kicked out of the match. And I kind of talked about that. And I got a couple clips that I'm going to use of Matt Marshall talking about Dave Baines shooting something. Avalanche also had all those intimidators and stuff. Dan, you say you probably still have a Shocker SFT board with a Bluetooth module on it to activate remotely from the sidelines. Do you really? You should look around and let me know. Really though, I'd be very interested. Mainly just for this video, you know. I thought about trying to ask people, and I'm like, dude, it's been so long. I mean, it's been like 20 years. I have a friend that still has the MPPL Bluetooth like transmitter thingy. I was thinking about trying to incorporate that at some point, but I don't really know. It's not really like part of the video. It's like kind of a separate. It doesn't really have anything to do with it. So I don't know. It's so hard to get, like, I was thinking about, it's so hard to get these guns to shoot fast too. Like the new guns, like they just suck. It's like you put any of these guns into like uncapped full auto if you could, or like I tried to shoot the LV2 in like uncapped ramp, and I couldn't get the thing to go over like 14 balls a second. It was like, why? It's like all the new guns just don't shoot fast. Because I also got to try to film. I'm gonna film the difference in all the firing rates, because like there's all those different firing modes too, right? We've had we went from 15.4 balls a second, 15.4 to 13.3 to 12.5 to 10.2 to 10.5. So I want to get like a gun and try to like shoot all those like real fast. Bluetooth, pretty rare. Yeah, honestly, have not heard of that. Yeah, I mean, we've heard rumors that was a thing, but never for real. Most were activated by trigger pulls and holds to activate, and the cheater boards. Yeah. I mean, if you want to send me a picture, that'd be fantastic. Send me an email at brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. That's pretty easy. brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. That would be really cool. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, we heard about Bluetooth, but I never really knew if it was real. Because at the time, I mean, I don't know. It's just Bluetooth wasn't really a thing then, you know? I mean, it was very rare. You know, there weren't a lot of Bluetooth devices. The T-Fong special. Terry and I have a contentious relationship from back in the day, because I was the one who like I like told somebody about something they had in a gun, and they got mad. This was a long time ago though. I don't care no more. Yeah, but my Angel was like that. You had to like hold. I had an Angel board because I worked for Angel at the time, so I had all the boards that Avalanche and Joy Division had and all that stuff. So I don't 100% remember how I got into the breakout mode, but I had like uncapped full auto for the first like, I think 45 seconds of the match if I wanted it. And then it would like reset back to semi-auto. So this was, I think, 2004. in the PSP before we went to ramping. Something like that. You know, super beneficial to have pros who have been around the block in the chat. It's very cool. I much appreciate when, like, Dan comes by, Dan Holiday here, Shot Theory. Callie was here a little bit ago. We have Nick Sloviak come by every once in a while, which reminds me, I want to try to have, I was going to ask Nick at some point here if he wants to come on a live stream. Be the first official guest. I don't know. Terry's great. I really like Terry. He's a nice guy. He's still always out at the paintball field, like helping out with DMG here in Sacramento. Can't remember what I was talking about though. Something about their guns being illegal, and he didn't like it. It's like, it's true. Everybody knows it. The parabolic ram. Yep. I mean, what the hardest part about this, like paintball research stuff, is that so much of the information is gone. You know, like we have so few resources. There's really not a lot of information. You know, you think about all the old paintball, like websites and stuff, and they're all gone. Warpig's like the only thing left, and I don't know. I kind of wish that somehow we could try to save some of these websites a little bit better. And save the information, because it's like gonna disappear. You know, like all this information, it's just in like magazines and stuff, and like none of that's online. So it's kind of difficult to find that info. Parabolic ramp. First time I saw that was Greenspan's LED. What the heck is parabolic ramp? Like, I know what a parabola is, and like a, you know, a curve or whatever. It's gotta be fun digging up 20-year-old Paintball Nation threads. That's one of the better places still to find stuff, and I thought that it's kind of funny. Speaking of Paintball Nation, I was looking at this earlier. I'm gonna include this quote. This guy, I don't know how I'm going to include, but somehow I'm going to include this because he's like talking about how we're going to die. This guy says, this is talking about ramping. So this was when the PSP introduced ramping. So right there, February 16th, 2005. What would happen if a paintball player was killed playing the sport? I know it's scary to think about. I hope it will never happen. But he's like talking about how ramping is going to kill somebody. It's kind of crazy. He's like, we're all gonna die. It takes a single shot to the temple to cause unconsciousness. Repeated shots to the temple can induce a coma and or death. It's like, dude, I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, what's the difference between that and like, you know, super crazy like machine guns? Dan, I appreciate the info. Let me know if you can. Search Wayback Machine. I did too, and I couldn't. I don't know. I was looking at old company websites because I was looking. There's not a lot on there still. I mean, I was trying to find. The problem is it's so old. I mean, the stuff that I'm looking for is from like 2002 and 2003 and stuff. So some of it's really old. Like I was looking at the old Smart Parts website trying to find something the other day on the Wayback Machine, and I couldn't. It just wasn't on there. Oh, I forgot about this. I just remember I got some quotes from magazines. I was looking through magazines. Huh. Anyway. gosh, that's too big. Too small. I have an X 2.0, but want to upgrade, and what would you recommend? Love the channel, love the videos. Oh, thanks. You don't like the channel, but you like the videos. So that's good. That's the same thing. I don't know. I mean, I think that there's kind of a lot of options. Someone earlier asked if they had an X 2.0, should they upgrade to the Ether 3? And I personally really like the Ether 3. You know, I would rather have the Ether 3 than the X 2.0. But at the same time, it's kind of like, you know, it's a better gun, I think, the Ether. But it's not dramatic. You know, you're not getting like, you know, a new screen or anything crazy. So I would probably look at stuff in that like $1,000-ish price. That's what you're going to have to spend really to get like an upgrade. But then it really just kind of comes down to preference. I think that if you like the size of the axe, you know, you like that smaller style, maybe look at the Shocker amp. There's very good deals on the amp right now, or the brand new Shocker Era is also very good. The 180R is really good. I think those are probably going to be your two best popular choices right now. Are going to be the Shocker Era, the 180R, or the Dye DSR Plus. I think that those three guns are very good, and I would just try to hold them because they all feel quite a bit different. If you can, just try to hold them. I think if you could hold them all, it might help narrow down whatever you like. Because they do feel quite a bit different. You know, I mean, the Shocker is quite a bit smaller than the 180R and the DSR, so give them a time. Dan said the internet is not forever. It's not. It's very... I mean, you just delete the server and it's gone. You know, like... It's like, if I just deleted my website, it'd be gone. I mean, maybe not. Maybe the way back you can get it, though. I don't know. There you go. Some brains, the 170R for sure. The 170R is also a very good deal. Or the 160R. I mean, the 160R is also great. I actually prefer the ergonomics of the 160R over the 170 and the 180. Because I like the air transfer pipe. But that's another thing. Trying to buy my first pump right now. Pumps are hard to get. I mean, I don't even... Like, who even makes a pump gun? You know, not a lot of people are making pump guns nowadays. They're all just old autocockers that people are converting over. Is the G-Tech spaced more than the G03? Like the real G-Tech? Like the one with the macro line and stuff? Yes. I mean, all of them are. All the G-Tech based guns, I think, are. Like, I would say the length of the G-Tech is the same as, like, the 170 or 160, 180. I mean, it's long. It's a little longer, but it's like, I mean, we're talking like, you know, it's like maybe a quarter of an inch longer feeling or something like that. It's like very, very minuscule, if anything. Yeah, because all those bodies and frames and foregrips and stuff, they're all the same, like, the same thing, so... That shouldn't be much different. Okay, I gotta go. This is not normal live stream time, so I gotta be somewhere at 6. So I gotta go. But we're gonna definitely be doing a live stream next Monday, too. So Monday is gonna be new live stream day. Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're moving it to Monday because it works better with my schedule. I hate having like this one day during the week that like throws me all out of whack. So I like having those 4 days in a row being Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So come back Thursday. You know, I don't know what the hell's going to be going on. No, Monday. Shit, I gotta start. I gotta be better on Mondays. Monday, not Thursday. Come back Monday. We'll have something to talk about. Maybe NXL Europe would have finished, and maybe we'll have some highlights we can talk about NXL Europe or something like that. If not, make sure to like the live stream before you go. And I don't know. We'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.